Okay, welcome guys to our new tutorial. So in the previous tutorial we created the model of this cute robot, and now we need to create materials and textures for these. So let's just give basic materials. So press this one, open material editor, and basically we have two materials here. One is yellow, it's not nice yellow, something like this, and let's give it to our body and head and also the hands. Okay, now and the other is black, and we're gonna make it to the face, to the neck, and this bottom part. Also let's select ears and give yellow to it, and let's select this side polygons and give black to them. Okay, so this is basically our robot. Now we need to create the textures for the eyes. So let's see what has the texture. So it's basically the cylinder, and the top of the cylinder is has been cut, and it's a cylinder, and inside is a cylinder too. So let's create first cylinder. So we're gonna create textures as I said previously in the 3ds Max. So here is what we're gonna do. Choose cylinder. Okay, maybe we just go and create the textures from the top view. Press cylinder, create cylinder, and let's make the segments really high and move it like this. Create another cylinder, or just press shift and duplicate this one. Like this. Let's make it here and press shift and scale one more time and move it like this. So let's see what we got here. Okay, so basically it's gonna be something like yellowish green. Let's make self-illumination 100 because we want them to be all the way visible, and let's make it black. Let's make it white. Make it white. Let's make self-illumination 100 and on these two. And as we see, we have really nice looking eye. Okay, and if we press render, we're gonna have something like this. So let's select this one, press shift and drag and make mirror, because the white parts of the eyes are looking to each other. Let's make it like this, and okay. Also create one box here and give black to it, and let's press render. And okay, we need to move the box down a little bit. Okay, and it's great. So let's render it bigger. Let's select this one and make sure we are above 1000. Press render, and okay, we just save this as an image, and we type the texture, choose that save as JPEG, and now we can delete it, and now we can import this material texture. We're gonna use Corona, so we're gonna select Corona material, and it's black because we didn't select Corona as a default renderer. Okay, close this and drag it to the face, and let's go here and drag this texture face to diffuse and press to be visible, and it's not visible because we don't have any UV channels. Let's add UVW modifier. Let's choose Y or maybe X and press fit, and we need to adjust UVs. We're gonna rotate this. Okay, I guess we need to separate eyes a little bit, and that's why we need to go back before we deleted our eyes. Oh my. So it's too late, I guess. So let's go back. But we still not gonna use Photoshop for this. So let's do like this. So let's adjust the eye just like we want. And move it to the left like this. And add symmetry modifier. And press flip. And now I guess it's separated, something like this. Okay, now it's fine for me. Good. Let's press this button and go to extended viewports and choose Corona Interactive, and right now it's really black because we don't have any lighting. So let's import our HDR image. I'm gonna light this scene with HDR image. I'm not gonna use any lights, and choose Corona bitmap and go to the HDRs you have. I'm gonna use this Studio 14 small HDR. Press OK, choose OK. Okay, now press 8 to open environment and drag it to the here, and as you see directly, immediately we have nice lighting. We just don't have reflections because our material still doesn't have reflections. So go back to the material, copy the color and turn it to Corona material, paste and add reflections. Okay, and go to the black, convert it to Corona material 2 and make it really black and give reflections. Okay, we're also gonna give the reflection to the face. So this is basically our material, and actually our model doesn't look like this because we don't have exact HDR image that they use, or maybe it's real, I don't know. Our environment is different than this, so let's try to use different HDRs. We need to use interior HDR, so let's see how it's gonna affect. Actually this one looks much better. Let's adjust the color a little bit because this yellow is a little bit orangish, but mine is a little bit too yellow. Okay, I guess Now it's something like this. And let's try to use different HDR to see how it's gonna look. So let's go back to the render setup and create some post-production effects. So let's increase exposure and activate the bloom. Let's make it 5. Let's make it 5 and decrease the threshold. Okay. Let's try with different HDR. Let's see how it's gonna look. Okay, this one seems to be much better. Maybe we just need to play with glossiness. Maybe let's make it 0.9. This one too. 0.9. Just do the same with the main material. Okay, let's make it 95. Let's change this one too. Okay, let's create these bottom parts too. So it's basically it's cylinder. Let's make it 16. Let's convert it to editable poly. Let's delete the bottom one. So select this polygon and scale it down, scale it like this. And now let's turn off the polygon and press shift and scale to duplicate this. Now move it up. Scale it back. And let's inset it. Do it one more time and collapse it. Okay. Now let's do the same with the bottom one. Press inset. Let's make it small. And let's do the same. Press collapse. Okay. Now give the turbo smooth. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's give the turbo smooth to the top one too. Let's make it 2. Let's give this black material to it. Let's move it upper. Okay. And let's create a metal material. Choose Carnot. Okay, now let's turn off diffuse so it gets really black. Turn on reflection and increase the Fresnel IR to 99. And now it gets metal, chrome. So let's decrease the glossiness to 0.85. So it looks a little bit glossy. And maybe we just need to add a glossiness map to it. Press this one and choose the glossiness map you have. any grayscale image. Let's go and choose this kind of any grayscale image. So isolate to see how it looks like, and maybe it doesn't have UV channel, so you give UVW map, and now it looks great. Okay, good. Now let's end isolation and go back and create a plane. Okay, now let's give any color to it. We can create Karuna shadow catcher material and give it to it, and choose the color like white or maybe yellow. Maybe not quite yellow. Okay, and go back to the render setup and go to the scene. From direct visibility override, activate it and paste the color you used inside the environment backplate. Karuna shadow catcher material. Okay. Now we can change the resolution of our render to something we like. Let's choose HDTV. And it's basically our model. Maybe we just need to change the color. So let's make something like different color in order to have contrast. Or maybe we just make a plain white, a little bit gray, and that's it. We can change rotation of this. We can rotate this HDR to see if we can get different results. Okay, now I guess we have something similar. So let's duplicate this model and change the color to see how it's gonna be. So let's duplicate this material and change the name. Okay, let's change the color to different color. Select this middle color. So let's see what ID of this. So ID 1. So let's select ID 1 polygons and give this material. So this way we have nice material and light selected. So let's make it red, dark red. Maybe we decrease the reflection in our face. Press 0.5. Okay, now it looks much better. Okay guys, I hope you liked this tutorial, and if you didn't see how I modeled this, check the links below and have a look how I created this model. And maybe if you just like the model very much, you can purchase this in the link below from my TurboSquid account. So see you guys on next tutorial. Bye.